Shalom Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I'm going to get into this video right here, about this heavyweight Edomite in this video. It's basically, they're just not in trouble like other men are, especially the Israelites, man. Speaking of, because we're the ones that are plagued in our neighborhoods and everywhere we go, whether it be the jobs we have, we got to go home to BS, we wake up to the BS, we're plagued. And then when we do a little slap on the wrist, or well, not even a slap on the wrist, because you've been seeing people, people been getting killed over driving infractions, a simple traffic warrant can get you death nowadays, dealing with this devil. But Esau, he ain't got to worry about that, man. He good. I'm going to show you this tub of lard. They have condemned him too heavy to even sit in the jail cell, man. They said he's too big to even get in bed. But let that been Jake, man. They don't have no remorse for Jake, man. Real quick testimony. I was when I was younger, I was in the system for a second, and I was in the South, and they put me in this little program of habitual offenders, and I remember being in the program, and it was like 90% Jake, and I would say like 98% Jake, and like 2% Edomite, some shit like that, And the devil judge, he was the old school judge from back in them days, man, good old boy days. He'd been on that bench for a minute, because them southern judges, they don't give up their seats, what I'm saying? They gonna be on there until they die. And you could tell, because my man, just the way his mannerism was, he didn't even really look up at you. He just, he was old, white hair, old face. He kept a white cup in right there by the stand next to him. And I know him because I'm giving you a good description, because I used to have to go see him like every Friday, yeah, I think I had to go to see him like every Friday or some shit like that, but the point I'm making is, that he would always throw Jake in jail, and when Esau would would do the same crime that Jake did, if not worse, then they would even tell him straight up, I'm not gonna put you in jail. You're not gonna survive. I'm not gonna put you in jail. You're not gonna survive. So the system has already been set up and decided. They already have their mindset that they're going to go against sentencing the devil to jail. That's their whole thing, man. So that's why I say a lot of these laws are really made for us in this society, because we're the ones that get penalized heavy. We're the ones that go to jail, and those type of things. Look at the entertainers and stuff. If you're a basketball or football player, and you just signed a $2 million contract, he got to come get some half of that. He got to get a piece of that somehow, some way. Whether he gonna, and if you don't abide by what he says, then guess what happens? They're gonna say that you raped somebody. They always pull these antics out, man. It's been something that's been going on for some time. You got a quarterback right now who wants to leave Texas, and just because he wants to leave Texas, they done threw I think 2 rape charges on him, if I'm not mistaken, and got the pictures of the woman and everything. Look at Bill Cosby rotting away in jail. The list goes on and on. Without further ado, let me get into this, and I'm gonna bring out some scriptures.
I've heard of too pretty for prison, but too fat for prison. That's the first.
That's what Esau does too. The Edomite woman, they'll say that, oh, she's too gorgeous to go to prison. Look how gorgeous she is. They use all that, but they'll throw a bad sister in jail because, like, once again, it adds on to my point that, that these laws are not made for Esau; they are made for us. I always resort back to the Reconstruction era. Think back, if you know anything about the Reconstruction era, we were taxed heavy. We were penalized heavy, man, for chewing gum, for walking on the same side as an Edomite, lifting your head up to an Edomite, speaking to an Edomite woman. Man, they'll put you in jail, and not only in jail, they'll put you in some called like a debtor's prison, where you would have to go on a plantation and work until your sentence was up, man. But yeah, too pretty for jail. These are the type of things that they get away with.
Time I've heard that.
Now at 11, yes, too obese for prison. A man spending hard time at home tonight instead of behind bars, all because of his weight. Good evening. I'm Brenda McLaughlin. Jameson has the night off.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thanks for joining us. That man tipping the scales at more than 500 pounds and now arguing for his freedom.
Our Alex Hobson joins us live in the studio to tell us more. Alex.
And he's not getting that freedom, at least not yet. We just learned a judge issued a ruling this week rejecting his wishes to end his sentence early. So he's going to stay here in the Bay Area, guilty, but too big to be behind bars.
I've heard of too pretty for prison.
But too heavy? That's definitely a first for local criminal defense attorney Joe Episcopo, who weighed in tonight on the case of Stephen Goodman, a 70-year-old pharmacist from Pinellas County, right now serving a 30-month sentence of house arrest for his role in a massive South Florida pill mill ring. The sentence mainly because of his...
You see, what I'm speaking about, this is hypocrisy, man. This man was a dope dealer, man. He was selling dope, even though it was to his own kind, you know. But so what, man? So be it. These are the slaps on the wrist, slaps on the wrist that happens to Esau, man. You know, this man was I wouldn't even say he's in a whole other state sending prescriptions down to Florida, if I'm not mistaken. They're gonna explain it again.
Size, a now whopping 551 pounds. Tonight we tracked Goodman through property records to this Treasure Island address. But no one answered when we knocked. However, court transcripts from then detail what happened. In 2012, a judge ruled he was too obese for prison and would be too big of a burden on the system. His multitude of medical and emotional issues, his need for an almost around-the-clock caregiver, and the simple fact he wouldn't fit on a prison bed. All
A need for around-the-clock caregiver. Don't worry, his celly got him for all that, man. They got something, everything that they just went down, they got something for him. You talking about he's too big to fit in the cell, don't worry. Just let him sleep on the floor. Matter of fact, once again, when I was in and out of the little BS little court systems, man, some nights you'd go into the county jail, man, it'd be so jam-packed. You had people sleeping on the floor, on the tables, wherever you sit down and get a rest at, that's where you had to sleep, man, you know? But this devil wants sympathy.
Taken into account, with the doctor surmising he'd only live another 1 to 3 years. But this week, with just months left in his sentence, his case resurfaced, with a motion filed to end the rest of his home confinement. Goodman's Tampa-based attorney argued that house arrest was unnecessary because his condition effectively confines him there already. Goodman wanted to spend what time he had left traveling to Cincinnati to see his family and friends one last time.
Look, you see, you hear the wishes this devil wants. He wants to travel. He's supposed to be in jail, but this devil wants to travel. These people are not in tune with the things that they do, man. But we get penalized for the things that we do. There's a picture brother put up, man. You know, you had an Edomite, a comical picture. He's in one cell block, and he says, he asked Jake, he said, how many? What the hell y'all? What y'all in here for? What y'all charging? Shit, all of them hollering out 5 Gs. My man says, shit, I'm in here for 500 grams, man. You know, real numbers, man. Hey, this is Psalm 73, and I'm going to start at 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, man. And what is this prosperity? This wealth, man, and he has, man. Is this the gains he gets off this wickedness that he does, man. Look at this land he's gained off of wickedness, man. You know, when you're in the world, you know, you try to achieve some of these things, man. You know, and thank the Lord for pulling us out of this world because, man, we see that this place was wicked and all the things that we were trying to achieve was wicked for the most part, man. Especially me, I'm speaking of me, you know, a lot of the wicked things that was going on, man. So, you know, let me bring that back again. He says, this is Psalms 73 and 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their depth, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. See this fat slug, man? He ain't in trouble. He trying to go to Cincinnati to visit his family and friends. Talking about he getting ready to die soon, man. And that's another thing about America, man. They sympathize overweight people, man. Obesity, you know, that's part of, you know, a gluttony. You know, these type of things. You done ate past your limit, so now the food is in these different things are just jamming up in your body parts, man. So your body parts are getting obese, man. This is what America allows, man. Obesity, wickedness, man. This is Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore pride compass about them as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish, man. You know what I'm saying? He was selling drugs, got caught up in it, and he wanted more. He was already just a pharmacist, man, you know? Or, what is it? Well, no, Slacky, not a pharmacist, but he was a doctor already, you know? But he wanted more. That's the greed, you know? the fatness, man. Psalm 73:8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully, man. And that's what I'm speaking about, man. I'm telling you how these judges are, man. I've been in the system, man. They try their hardest not to lock up Esau, man. There was one devil who just got caught up in Florida. I'm gonna compare the two cases. I don't have the information in front of me. Just giving you a heads up or a little story. He just killed a mother and the child. Judge sentenced him to 24 years. It was Edomite up here. She was drunk, if I'm not mistaken, and ran into somebody on a pedestrian walk, man. I think they just let her go, man. They didn't even do anything. Once again, that white privilege played its part, man.
But the federal judge was unmoved, ultimately denying him his request, saying it would eliminate the only real form of punishment he received.
I'm not surprised at all. That's a bridge too far to cross.
See, everything's a joke to these devils, man. The lawyer laughing and smiling because you can get them off of it if the money's right. All these devil-ass lawyers will tell you that. Once again, when I was in the system, it was all about the money. You could ask any brother, anybody who's in the system, man, because all they do is one favor for another favor. He'll ask you what was the charge. He'll ask his homeboys at the bar. When they go to the bars after work, they talk amongst each other. They mingle amongst each other. That's what they do. My lawyer was a defense lawyer. This monkey was on his way to be a prosecutor. So you're still taking money from defense people and you getting ready to be prosecuting us? This is the oxymoron place that we live in, man. But I just wanted to bring this out, man. I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.